You're alone. It's quiet. And suddenly, you feel it. Like someone's watching you. That creepy sensation isn't just in your head. It's built into your brain. Humans evolved to detect threats, especially from eyes watching us in the dark. Your brain has a region called the amygdala. It handles fear, survival, and alertness. It's hypersensitive to eye contact and gaze direction, even in your peripheral vision. Studies show your brain can sense when another person's eyes are looking at you, even without seeing them directly. We've evolved to feel watched, because spotting predators early meant staying alive.
All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, in sincerity and truth with this great gospel coming out of our Bible. Coming out of our Bible strictly for the elect of the children of Israel. Right? And here we are in a society, you are being watched. You are being watched. Right? Let's get this verse. This is the book of Proverbs 15 verse 3 reads, "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good." Right? The Lord got his angels everywhere watching, and what they're going back reporting. The good and the evil. The good and the evil, right? And you got an Edomite who's in power. Well, he's trying to be like the Most High, right? That's the spirit in Esau, Edom. Right? I'm reading the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. It says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." Right? So he got his eyes everywhere too. Right? You got the wicked, he got his eyes everywhere too, beholding the good and the evil. Right? Beholding the good and the evil. And we know the evil is all because of him. Right? This devil's, what is he looking for? He's looking for people who's about to rebel against his system. People who's against his system. People who's speaking out against his system. People who's not down with his system, right? His new world order, his image, his beast system. Right? And he's watching everybody. He's watching you Edomites. He's watching himself. He's watching Israelites. He's watching everybody.
I found out that I was being physically surveilled by the following method. My ex-boyfriend and I realized that people had been breaking into our apartment while we were gone together in the same vehicle. And so, I'm in the apartment, I'm about to go to work, and I'm like, why don't you take out the trash and scope out the parking lot and make sure it's okay before I go to work? So he goes out there and he's like, there's this weird fucking Lexus. It's like a silver Lexus. This is a shitty apartment. Why is there really nice Lexus in the parking lot? And it has tinted windows that are not street legal. Just totally dark, totally black tinted windows that are not possibly street legal. And so he comes back in and we're standing in our bedroom window looking at the Lexus and talking about it. And I say out loud, maybe we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate. Because the Lexus is across the parking lot from us, but it's backed in so you can't see the license plate. Within 2 minutes of me saying, hey, we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate, we were still standing there at the window looking at it, talking about it. And an Eastern European looking motherfucker with a black beanie, dressed all in black, in his 50s or 60s, walked out of it, talking about it. And an Eastern European looking motherfucker with a black beanie, dressed all in black, in his 50s or 60s, walked out of the apartment directly across from ours, holding a license plate. And he opened the trunk of the Lexus, and he took out some tools, and he changed the license plate right in front of our fucking faces. And then he walked back to his apartment, and he put the old license plate on the front patio and went inside, left it outside. And it was literally like, come get the license plate. I have more. I have more where this came from. And then he walked back to his apartment, and he put the old license plate on the front patio and went inside, left it outside. And it was literally like, come get the license plate. I have more. I have more where this came from. come get the license plate. And over the past 12 months, it's been like escalating, like more aggressive. And over the past 12 months, it's been like escalating, like more aggressive, more invasive. It's floating constantly in my life where I have people being like, do it, you're the one, do it. Where I have people being like, do it, you're the one, do it. And then I have multiple people being like, they're gonna kill you, don't do it.
Yeah, he's only playing around. If you're a threat to his society, he's gonna find a way to, how can we say, dispose of your ass. To dispose of you, to get rid of you. Right? You've seen all these different scientists, right, going missing, dying. Right? All these different military leaders who had ended up missing a few years ago. You go back before, right around 9/11, it was a whole bunch of scientists who just disappeared off the face of the earth. Whistleblowers, all type of motherfuckers who went missing. Right? Because if you're speaking against this man's system, he's going to get rid of your ass. I'm reading here. This is the book of Psalms 10 verse 3. It says, the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire. Right? What's his desire? To set up this new world order, man, that everybody got bowed down to him in his system, right? Right? It's not about what you want to worship. It's about what he tells you to worship. It's not about what you want to buy, what you want to do. It's about what he tells you to do, what he tells you to eat, how he tells you to operate, how he tells you to live, right? That's why you got these cities where everything is right within 15 minutes, right? He's getting rid of cars. He's getting rid of gas. He's getting rid of all these things that you were used to, that old way of living that you were used to. So that way you got to depend on who the wicked, or you got to depend on the wicked. And if you're against his system, he's going to get your ass. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth, right? And we know that the wicked has a short time, right? Proverbs 16 verse 4, it says, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. This devil was set up for this very same purpose that we're seeing right now. To take peace from the earth, to make people's lives uncomfortable, right? To make people want to depend on who Esau fucking Edom, the devil.
Finally from us this evening, technology on the cutting edge. We were interested today to hear that more than 100 law enforcement officials in Mexico are having microchips implanted in their arms. The chips allow a person to be scanned, sort of like a cereal box at the supermarket checkout. In Mexico, this will be one more tool in the fight against crime. Here's ABC's John McKenzie.
You've seen it before, right out of Hollywood.
Maybe a little uncomfortable.
A microchip inside the body. A hidden...
McKenzie.
You've seen it before, right out of Hollywood.
Maybe a little uncomfortable.
A microchip inside the body. A hidden, high-tech identification tag.
They're the access codes to your job spot.
Now, Mexico's Attorney General and 160 of his deputies have had microchips implanted in their arms to control access to the country's new Criminal Investigation Center. It is to provide access, said the Attorney General, to the right people in exclusive areas where there is valuable, sensitive information. The microchip, the size of a grain of rice, is injected under the skin and gives off a low-frequency radio wave. A scanner reads each chip's identification number to verify an official's security clearance.
The microchip is tamper-proof, it's secure. No one can take your microchip and use it to their advantage to gain access to your facility.
The chip, developed by Applied Digital Solutions, is similar to those used in the U.S. to identify and return runaway dogs. In humans, it can have several uses.
Little stick.
Applied Digital Solutions is similar to those used in the U.S. to identify and return runaway dogs.
You know where we're going to go to? Let's go to 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. It reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, like he got over them dumbass Hispanics over in Mexico, them stupid ass Mexican cops, right? That was damn near, 14, 15 years ago, right? And look at the state of Mexico, fucked up, right? All that chip shit ain't do nothing. It ain't help with the fucking cartels. It ain't help with the crime. People are still going missing. People are still fucked up, worshiping the dead, right? It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? This man's going to chip as many people as he can before the Lord come fuck his ass up, Right? He's going to have to take an intervention from above, from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, to stop Satan, because Satan's in power right now. He's in authority, and his main mission is what? To do what? Let's get this. What does our beautiful Bible tell us? Our Bible tell us so. Let's get it. Revelation 13:15, it reads, "And he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." Right? What's that image? Right? You look at after Esau done set up power after what, the 40s and the 50s. If you weren't following after Esau, Edom, you was being killed. If you were a government official in your country, didn't bow down to their currency, didn't bow down to their religion, didn't bow down to their democracy, your ass was being killed. Right? That's that image. His new world order, his Edomite beast system, his way of operating. And let's go to verse 16. It reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And we just seen those Hispanic cops get that fucking chip, right? And what happened? I bet you a lot of them is dead than the motherfucker. The Lord done killed a whole bunch of their asses. It says in that no man might buy or sell, and I bet you a lot more cops got that chip. Why you think the Lord stay fucking up Mexico? Stay fucking up the Northern Kingdom? Because the Northern Kingdom got their head stuck up Esau's ass, surgically planted, right? The only way it's going to be removed is through a nuclear missile, right? It says in that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And these devils are going to push this image on the people. They're going to push their new world order on the people, and they're going to force this chip. And guess what? They ain't even got to force it. A lot of you motherfuckers going to go want and get that chip like them dumbass cops, right? Just so they could be part of the system, right? That's why it says we're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
Developed by Applied Digital Solutions, is similar to those used in the U.S. to identify and return runaway dogs. In humans, it can have several uses.
Little stick.
The chips can also be programmed to carry medical information. The one in this patient details his blood type, allergies, and the fact he has Alzheimer's disease. The device is now awaiting approval from the Food and Drug Administration. Some researchers are developing microchips for use in the home, so that wearing one can turn on lights and open doors. Hands-free. The next step, say researchers, is developing an implantable chip with a global positioning system to track people miles away, whether kidnapped or lost, just as cars can now be traced. A kind of... The next step, say researchers, is developing an implantable chip with a global positioning system to track people miles away, whether kidnapped or lost, just as cars can now be traced. A kind of LoJack for the body. John McKenzie, ABC News, New York.
Yeah, you heard what they said, working on a global effect. That means for everybody. For everybody. It goes into the scriptures. It says in that he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. That mark is that charagma, right? It's going to be an inserted device. They're going to cut into your skin and plant a device into your flesh. And that device is going to register what? Your information. Back to what? The devil on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man. His number is 636.
History of RFID, just a bit. This isn't a historical presentation, but it's kind of important, I think, when talking about the tools and how the technology is used. A description of the technology, tracking of goods and packages, such as documents mostly, biological implantations and insertions. Part of my background's also in biology. I love computer science and I love biology, and back in college I liked to study a lot about viruses of the biological type. And then in grad school I started studying a lot more about the digital type, and they're fascinating. The similarities between the biological and digital viruses is really quite intriguing. And the Real ID Act, what it's going to mean for you, whether you go to get your driver's license or you want to walk into a post office or open up a bank account, it's going to change the way that you do your day-to-day activities and the way that business is done. I'm going to read this to you because you can't read this. It's, I think, especially in the back. But a blogger wrote about this a few months ago, and I thought it was fascinating. The State Department today has unveiled plans to improve the National ID Act put into action 20 years ago today. On May 8, 2008, the citizen was required to carry a card containing their social security number, date of birth, physical address, various biometric features, as well as an RFID chip. The RFID chip has made tremendous strides in its ability to help the public. Failure to carry the national ID card resulted in prompt imprisonment as a sponsor of anti-government actions. These terrorists have been removed from society and pose less of a threat than ever before. Today, the government has made the carry a card containing their social security number, date of birth, physical address, various biometric features, as well as an RFID chip. The RFID chip has made tremendous strides in its ability to help the public. Failure to carry the national ID card resulted in prompt imprisonment as a sponsor of anti-government actions.
Right? This devil about to come down with great fucking wrath on you people, man. On you people, man. You people who don't want to bow down to his system. Bow down to his image and take his RFID chip, right? It says, Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. He knoweth that he hath but a short time. He has to do something. He see the spirit of the people of the earth are turning against him. He see that his power, his authority, his witchcraft, his ideology is no longer respected. His democracy is being destroyed, right? So he has to do something. He's going to force his system down you motherfuckers' throats, right? And they show you in movies, man, people being mass chipped, being force chipped, people going to go get the chip, right? It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
RFID chip has made tremendous strides in its ability to help the public. Failure to carry the national ID card resulted in prompt imprisonment as a sponsor of anti-government actions. These terrorists have been removed from society and pose less of a threat than ever before. Today, the government has made the process even easier. In an effort to prevent pollution from the plastic required to make the national ID cards, you are invited to get your new compulsory organized RFID regional universal personal tag, Corrupt for short. Corrupt will be implanted in your forum and provide you the same great benefits you have grown accustomed to. Some of those benefits you already take advantage of. You are invited to get your new compulsory organized RFID regional universal personal tag, Corrupt for short. Corrupt will be implanted in your forum and provide you the same great benefits you have grown accustomed to. Corrupt will be implanted in your forum and provide you the same great benefits you have grown accustomed to. Some of those benefits you already take advantage of. Using its technology, traffic officials have been able to locate congested driving areas by tracking individual drivers. With this information, they've been able to reroute traffic to other areas. Police officers have used this technology to locate criminals and missing victims. State-run department stores have used information gathered from your purchasing habits to better produce advertisements that are important to you. All debit, credit, and other financial accounts are condensed into one card. The reason I chose this is he's writing as if he were in 2028. There are benefits and detriments to any type of technology are condensed into one card. The reason I chose this is he's writing as if he were in 2028.